Today, with the power of digital, we have an opportunity to really boil down to the end of the funnel and talk to the person that we really want to talk to.
The automotive space is a really competitive and cluttered market today.
Yeah.
Today, how can brands, when I'm specifically referring to the newer and challenger brands, actually leverage the power of content to disrupt the market today?
Yes, so I think not just auto, but any industry, if
Yes.
there's a challenger brand coming in and challenging the status quo, I think you need to be disruptive.
Right.
And by disruptive, I don't mean that you create content pieces that are radically very different or that are very edgy and trying to tell people a very different kind of story. I think you need to be tailoring your content basis the audience that you want to talk to. Today, with the power of digital, we have an opportunity to really boil down to the end of the funnel and talk to the person that we really want to talk to.
Right.
So you create content which is either long form, short form, or vignette sort of a thing, or just a really custom message, but you create it with your heart and soul. Put human effort in creating that. Don't depend just on artificial intelligence, and you would be home. So you would disrupt it in being a challenger, but at the same time you are telling a brand story, because today's consumers want the brand to be an accountable person, or should be accountable to what they stand for.
Yes,
If I'm not able to believe the brand as a consumer, I will never be able to be in the buying cycle ever.
A marketer must constantly keep reinventing, right? Yes. Getting new ideas. Where do you find your inspiration from?
I actually find inspiration from young people that I meet.
Right.
So a lot of times, I would sit around. Not that I'm saying that I'm getting old, but I'm at a stage where, I am going. I would love to interact with college-going students.
Right.
I would love to talk to people who are in their first jobs, so that they come up with a very different mindset. Today the new joinees in an organization don't want a boss. They want a leader. So that ideology, is something that I pick up from. So I pick up their brains. I ask them questions and I ask them, okay, what is it that you would do if I throw that content piece on you? How would you consume it? Where would you want to consume it? So what I was in college was so different than today. What I see, those kids are more informed. They're more connected. They know what they want. I mean, by the time I was getting to college, there was nobody to even guide me to what to do next. Yes. Each one of person in my generation had to carve their way out. You learn from making mistakes. But today's kids are smart. They know it all. They want to do things that they have figured out already. Going back to influential people in the domain and hearing them and listening to what they have to say, because obviously experience matters.
So where would we find Amit Bajaj outside of work?
You'll find me at an airport, because that's where I love to be. I think the journey for me is more important versus a destination. And I'm kind of a guy who actually has a bag always packed. I love to observe people, so I'm actually sitting around there. I randomly have a conversation with the stranger as well. I'm a very extrovert person that way.
Right.
So if it is all about journey, I think I learn from that experiences. I learn from people whom I talk to.
So any other place besides the airport?
You would find me actually at home. So sometimes I actually want to just be by myself, need my own space. I mean, family is around, but sometimes I just want to be in my own cocoon, because that gives me a time to think and reflect on what's been happening and where I want to go from there.